you help me repair my game?
So good at adapting these accents. In fact, so much that there's people that think that you speak with an American accent all the time. Is that surprising to you?
I'm very appreciative of that. It's allowed me to play significantly more roles than I ever would have been playing had I not been able to do that. But I do live here in America. Also, English are exposed much more to American films and therefore how Americans sound than the other way round, which is why I suppose even my own kids do like the worst English accents ever, because a lot of Americans are only exposed to period films, largely English period films, where no one sounds like that anymore in England. So even though they've been brought up with me, my kids still go, ooh, hello. Aw. So I think we have something more of an advantage. For me, I'll speak for myself, growing up in England, watching American movies.
And I love doing this thing with drunk hearing people because they'll always look over at us and they'll be like, these two motherfuckers are deaf. And yeah, that's the sign for motherfucker. You just take mom and fuck you, put them together, motherfucker. So they look over at us and like, all right, we can talk. And the bride-to-be goes into detail about her recent Brazilian wax. I got to stand there trying to keep a straight face, interpreting every word of every burning sensation she was feeling down there. I was surprised they did not figure out that I was hearing when I was signing like vagina on fire.
That all of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years, say 10 feet by the next 100 years, and it puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater. Right, which let's say all of that happens. You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
Just one small problem. Sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman!
How we doing, guys? We good? You need more bread? Charlie, can you get him more bread, please? Thank you. How's things? Huh? Good? Yeah, things are good for me, too. Yeah, my daughter, she's coming home from her first semester at school. Yeah, no, I think she likes it. And I like it, too, because we haven't had any boyfriends coming back yet, you know? Yeah, my son, it's a different story, but he's working. Okay, I got him over here 3-4 nights a week, waiting at tables and stuff like that. He's figuring it out. He's like his father. The classroom wasn't for him.
And Brittany Dawn Snark Talk here. Just when you think things couldn't get any talk down to, and raised money for it. The whole story starts like this. She claims this man walked into her Christian church and tried to donate his last pennies for the collection plate on Sunday. And that touched her Jesus-loving heart. And her husband decided to then take him to go get a shower, get his hair cut, buy him new clothes in this somewhat creepy, Pretty Woman-ish clothing haul montage where she talks down to him like he's a child of some kind. Whatever. Peripherally, nice thing to do. This seems nice. Like, she's not a great person, but like that act of helping out someone who's going through a tough time, nice. Until it gets crazy. Brittany and her husband set up a GoFundMe account claiming that they're going to help this man get drug and alcohol rehabilitation at an inpatient facility in, I believe, Ohio. She raises $25,000. Like, yay, amazing. People have been touched by this story. Like, what a beautiful display of Christ's love and, Jesus-like empathy and compassion for a person who's currently suffering. Well, the facility they end up sending him to is a free pro bono, state-run, crazy Christian rehab facility where there's not really doctors. There's people making you do forced labor as a way to try to get you through the withdrawals of alcohol, opioids, whatever it is you're currently going through. And people have died. People have lodged complaints. It's a whole thing. But lo and behold, all that's to say, this is a free facility. It doesn't cost anything. At most, Brittany and her husband spent a couple $100s on maybe flights and a hotel for the night for this guy while transporting him to this facility. They raised $25,000 in a GoFundMe. When James, this man, got out of rehab, he heard that there was money set up for him. He tried to contact Brittany and her husband to get this money, and they blocked him, and he has never heard from them again. A couple months later, Brittany and her husband booked expensive wedding venues and threw a lavish yet deeply tacky wedding. People are just, putting two and two together and realizing that money they raised for a homeless man most likely went towards paying for her wedding.
I know I said I would never do this, but we're going to try and explain our dynamic to you guys.
So basically, we're best friends in the entire world.
And we're always going to live together.
Forever and ever.
And we do sleep with one another.
A lot.
And neither of us will ever date anyone else.
Heck no.
And we're not dating.
No, of course not.
Did we get engaged?
Yes, we did.
Do we believe in marriage?
Why would we?
We thought about doing a friendship ceremony instead, so that all of our friends can see how much we care about one another.
Yep.
And it'll be like a big 3-day music festival. You guys are all invited, if you want to go.
Ooh.
What else should they know?
Oh,
would I be mad if you ever got a girlfriend? Again, neither of us would ever date someone else.
Not in the plans. I don't like dating women.
Yeah, and I do love dating women, however.
Just to clarify, I also don't like dating men. It's like...
Come grocery shop with a 23-year-old who doesn't know how to cook or what to buy. They had none of my body wash, so I got this one. Some face wash. Please recommend a healthy shampoo. I love chocolate milk so much I needed to. Almost forgot actual milk. This stuff is good for a quick snack. These are cute. I'm going to try to make some brownies and heart-shaped cakes. Marshmallows for hot cocoa. Lil cereals for me to take to work. Trying some new chips. I DK what happened here TBH, but I got some Pringles. More cuteness. Now on to food. These were so good last time, so I got two. Does anyone else love these? When you're an adult, you can buy yourself a cake. I ate these on the way home. Sailor Moon. I wanted to check out the clothes. I got these sweatpants. I was hoping to find something cute for New Year's Eve. But this was all I got for this week. Total I spent $173.61.